Welcome back, friends, to Build a Lot Acres. My name's Case, and in today's video we're actually going to be starting a new series all about wood burning. Different things you need to know, because I think with the current prices of oil, heating options available, whether it be propane, oil, natural gas, a lot of those things, the prices are going up, and I think people are going to look naturally for different alternatives to heat their homes. And I think one of those ways is going to be wood. I think you're going to see a lot more people looking to burn wood. And a lot of those people have never burned wood before. They're green, the pun is intended, but they're green to burning wood and they really don't know what they're doing, which is why I feel like I kind of have an obligation as a longtime wood burner to step in. I have a little bit of an outreach here with YouTube, so I can hopefully educate some people and give them some safety tips and things that they really need to know before they embark on this journey. So let's go. So this is my first video in this firewood series, and to give you a little bit of history, I've been burning wood in my current house for about 11 years, which is how long I've lived there. My previous house before that, I also burned wood for a number of years, and even as a kid growing up with my father and my mother, my brother and my sister, we burned firewood. My father's had an indoor wood boiler since the mid-1980s, so I've had a long history of burning wood. I've gotten a lot of knowledge over those years, and I'd like to share it with some of you guys today. So let's do it. So today's video is going to be the first part of the series. There's going to be multiple parts throughout the series that we're going to be covering different things of wood. And I think one of the most important things about burning wood that everyone really needs to know is moisture content and how that relates to firewood. So moisture content is really pretty simple to understand. It's the amount of moisture in the wood. So if you see 20% moisture content, that means there's 20% moisture in the wood, 30%, et cetera, et cetera. If you don't remember anything else that I've said in this video, remember this one thing. 20% moisture content is the magic number. You want to be at or below 20% moisture content for your firewood. Why is that important? It's important because the more moisture that's in your wood, you have a higher chance of creosote forming in your chimney, which can lead to chimney fires and obvious issues with that. So it's a safety concern. And it's also, the wood's not going to burn as good as lower moisture content wood. A lot of the energy that the wood has is going to be wasted boiling off the water that's in the wood. So a few extra percentage of moisture content can add a lot of actual weight and volume to your wood. You're talking gallons and gallons and gallons per cord of water that you're burning off and wasting energy where you could be providing good heat for your house. So you're going to burn more wood and have worse results with the higher moisture content wood. So it's important to note you want to be under 20% moisture content. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. Like I said, there's a lot of different aspects to burning wood, and I can't cover it in one video, so I'm going to do separate videos to keep them shorter and more watchable from you guys, the viewers. So a lot of people that are going to be burning wood for the first time are most likely going to be buying their wood from a seller. So you're going to be buying split wood. Now here's the thing to remember with that. Most of those kind of firewood sellers, especially those that are doing large volumes, hundreds of cords a year, they're probably not going to be selling you truly seasoned wood. Because depending on the type of wood you are burning, it might season fully in 6 months, might be a year. Some woods like oak can take 3 full years to season. So there's a pretty good chance that the wood they're selling you was cut down within the last year, often within the last several months, and split. And now you're burning what they call green wood, which would be wood that's not seasoned, not at the correct moisture content rating. Which is nothing wrong with that, but that's going to kind of lead us into our next point, is you have to plan ahead. If you start thinking about your firewood for that year, say in September, like we are right now, you've already missed the boat. I hate to say it, but you need to plan out at least a year ahead of time. And you really should be buying, if you're buying your wood from someone that sells split wood, you really should be buying it well ahead of time, at least a year ahead of time, and you can ensure that way that you have truly seasoned wood. What are some of the ways you could tell? Well, If you're a veteran of burning wood, you can tell just by looking at it, the coloring, how cracked the end grain is, the weight of the wood, the sound of the wood if you hit it against other wood. But for the less experienced, I would buy what they call a moisture meter. It's just going to be a little device that's battery powered, and it's going to have two metal prongs that you stick in the wood, and it's going to tell you what the moisture content is of that wood. It's a cheap device, and it's easy, cheap insurance to ensure that the wood you're burning is the correct moisture content. Whether you split your own wood or you buy wood from someone else, I would highly recommend everyone owns a moisture meter for $15, $20, $25, whatever you're going to spend on it. It's well worth the investment if you're planning on heating your home with wood, because you could avoid thousands and thousands of dollars of potential damage from that $15 or $20 device. And like I said, if you're not experienced to tell by other ways, it's an easy way to tell if the wood that you're burning is fully seasoned. So we've gone over moisture content, how to tell the moisture content, and I think the last thing we're going to talk about, at least for this video, is what I call a 3-year plan. I didn't coin the term. I'm actually on some different firewood forums, and that's one of the terms they use. It's something I recommend every wood burner get on. It basically means you have 3 years of wood on hand at your property at any given time. So you're actually burning wood that's 3 years old. You might think to yourself, that seems like excessive, or it seems like a lot of wood on your property to store, and it is. But keep in mind, the more seasoned your wood is, it's going to be a lower moisture content, and you're probably going to get better results with less wood. So you're going to be burning less per year than you were when you were burning 6-month-old, seasoned wood. So the 3-year plan, like I said, it's just a simple way to ensure that the wood on your property is fully seasoned, because 3 years is going to cover 99% of woods. Even the longest seasoning woods like oaks should be to the 20% or lower moisture content by 3 years, which is why they came up with a 3-year plan. So for you wondering, some of you might be thinking that's too much wood, I can't store that much on my property at a time. You don't have to be on a 3-year plan, but at the very least, order your wood that you're going to be burning for that season, well ahead of time, so that way you can stack it somewhere in a sunny spot on your property and make sure that it gets some good sun and air blowing through it, helping it season even further. Because if you're buying wood from someone else, chances are, like I said, it's not going to be seasoned. But I think that's going to do it for the first video of this series. I hope you guys found it informative. I just feel like I have a little bit of an obligation as a longtime wood burner to you guys, the audience, to let you know some safety tips and tricks and different things that you really should know. Because like I said, I think there's going to be a lot more people looking to burn wood with the prices of other heating options out there. And I think it's important that we're all safe and that we're knowledgeable about burning wood. You don't want to just, throw both feet in the fire, no pun intended. You want to know what you're doing, because there is a lot of dangers to burning wood. Although it's, in my opinion, the best heating source, there can be a lot of potential dangers, and you want to make sure that you're being safe about it. And that's the point of these videos, is to help educate those people and give them some good knowledge that they can take with them and be a more confident wood burner. See you next time.